Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks again for stopping by Not Your Father's Capital. Now, I want to give you guys a quick Solana update. This is going to be something that's very important for the future of Solana, okay? So I'm going to get into basically how Solana plans to compete with Ethereum and how they want to get at mass adoption in the crypto space, as well as kind of examine what is going on with Solana, because there's a lot of flaws. A lot of people have some bad blood as it relates to Solana, but Solana, in my opinion, is one of the cryptos that I have been a part of. I've done a lot of trades with Solana due to the high volatility that lied within. And you got to remember, Solana was once over $100 crypto. So all things aside, this is a coin that I'm going to continue to cover. It's something that I'm interested in, a very, very big ecosystem that I'm interested in for the future of crypto. So I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts as well as what's going on with this article. So please absolutely consider subscribing. Follow us on Twitter, smash that like button, and let's get down into it, guys. This is what's happening basically with Solana in their plans to compete for mass adoption. Okay, now guys, remember, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence, your own homework with all things crypto, all things financial. Okay, but basically what we've seen is Ethereum's stranglehold on blockchain, on crypto in terms of market cap. Okay, now what we have seen basically with Solana is essentially them trying to take what Ethereum is set out to do, basically with how they form their dApps, DeFi, as what is going on with Ethereum, because they have not really improved on their negatives, right? Transaction fees, guys, right now, gas fees at times are just absolutely out of this world. Okay, so basically a lot of these projects, a lot of these cryptos, top 10 cryptos, if you will, in market cap, they have come along and tried to approve and basically be the Ethereum killers. We throw that term around a lot, and it's just the truth, guys. Everybody wants to be better than Ethereum, and that's not a bad thing for crypto. That's a good thing. Competition is great for crypto. It's great for crypto. It provides a lot of opportunities, and we learn from a lot of competition, okay? And that's number one. So what we are seeing basically is Solana, basically trying to get into what has happened with high volume of transactions, because that has been the difference with Ethereum, is that scalability and just the capacity has been limited. Okay, so that's what a lot of people try to do. They try to make a faster Ethereum, a cheaper, and a more efficient Ethereum. Okay, and I think some of the knock that we've seen with Solana essentially is basically the shutdowns. And when they get basically a shutdown, despite having a faster transactions per second rate, they basically have issues with staying up and running. And now with what basically they're being drugged through with automated research and so on, there's been some issues, and now they have their back against a wall. Okay, but Solana uses proof of stake. Okay, and unlike Bitcoin's proof of work, we need basically validators instead of miners. All right, so it's going to help essentially if we get into some regulatory affairs within how basically proof of work, proof of stake is allowed to happen. Okay, with energy efficiency, that's going to be an ongoing debate and challenge. Depends on who's in office. Honestly, that depends on that tide and what is going to shift in that regard, if it's red or blue, guys. Because energy efficiency and all that is really something that certain campaigns are going to crack down on. Okay, but furthermore, Solana has proof of history, Tower BFT, and turbines. Okay, so those are basically three features of Solana that they have to innovate Solana and put them aside from the rest. Okay, now the problem is essentially what we've seen with the outages with Solana, and we've seen basically Jump Crypto to build validating clients, increase the network's through capacity, and successful migration of these issues have been seen, and this will be absolutely instrumental for Solana long term. So you can see right here where with the downtime, they've made strides with the volume, but also you can make the argument that volume has decreased since the time period that they have experience these outages. Okay, so we need to see whether Solana, if we get into the next bull market, if the adaptations and their evolution that they've made within basically their development, Solana's architecture, if it's going to allow for basically the activity, the volume to be handled on their network. Okay, and that's something where down the road it's going to be vastly scrutinized, especially when we get into increased regulatory scrutiny. And you're going to see basically a lot of people, clamp down on crypto. We're already seeing it basically in the United States. We're going to see regulation. I think it's going to be regulated. We're going to see a lot of global regulation. And, it's only going to be the ones that are safe, secure, and smart that survive. And there's not going to be any crooked place for absolutely crooked tokens, coins, and crypto if regulation does go full force. So, Solana is going to have their back up against the wall, and I think a lot of projects trying to ascend in their development, in their evolution, especially when they're trying to overtake the likes of Ethereum. That is something where I think Solana has their biggest challenge, especially with some of the scrutiny that we've seen. People do not like Solana. There's a lot of bad blood from the outages, from people having vulnerabilities. And so that's essentially what's going down, guys. And ultimately, at the end of the day, Solana wants to be a top layer 1 blockchain, okay? And so they've made strides, but essentially continuing to develop, continuing to work on their outages is what's ultimately going to attract the most users, okay? But we've seen basically with the likes of Polygon Matic, something that's key too is integration and partnerships, okay? So essentially Solana still has availability. They have options, okay? They can get into partnerships with other businesses, with other cryptos to increase visibility, availability, and just improve their evolution, right? So I think that's what's happening. I think they have a big, strong political campaign too, just to regain the trust of users back on their network. But in terms of price action, guys, I think that's what it all comes down to for a lot of people that are tuning in and watching this video. I think at the end of the day, everybody wants to know, can Solana strive as a crypto and in the end make me more money? All right, so that's what I think they want to do. They want to invest in Solana. They want to invest in a hardy project that eventually one day will in turn make them very, very profitable. So Solana at one point was a very high prospect, and they were trading over $100, and they were one of the biggest swing trades that I've ever performed in my life. And that's just something where I'm happy about, but I really wanted to see Solana manifest into something down the road long term. So I am rooting for Solana. I do not hold any Solana currently. I'm completely out. I just wanted to make this video for you guys, just kind of give you information on what Solana needs to do, how they stand to pose a threat to Ethereum, and what the future holds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing on your way out. I appreciate you all stopping by, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.